All right, good morning. Hello, everybody. Here is something that I get a lot of questions on, and I want to drop this in the group to help everybody. And it is the top 10 ways to sell any deal fast. Okay. So, and I'll also attach a document here so that you can have something you could take back to your office or to your team. So, the easiest thing to do, right? Number one is you should have some type of a website where you can be loading up your property's information, right? So, very simple. This is someplace where you put your pictures. Hopefully you've got a video and you want to give the buyer all the information that they need to make a decision to buy that property, from their sofa, right? Second thing, hopefully you've been collecting a list of emails as you're talking to people. Every person that you talk to, even if they're not interested in this property, you should be getting their email, their phone number, their contact info, and what they're interested in. So you should be, number two, emailing buyers, right? Very simple. Keep this stuff simple, and it's simplicity is scalable and repeatable, right? So number three, SMS blast your buyers, right? So in the old days, before all the technology and the million years ago when I started this, before Facebook, I actually just every person who called me, I stored them in my phone as a buyer or as an investor, and then I could just text them right out of my phone when I got a new deal. So it does not have to be complicated. You don't have to spend a gazillion dollars on this, but you do want to be text blasting your buyers and staying in touch with them. Four, post your deals on Facebook. Now, here's what not to do. Do not post your deal in Facebook Marketplace unless you're lonely and you want a lot of people to just talk to, because they're going to blow you up. What I tell my team is you post your deal in investor groups, right? And not even really the big nationwide groups, right? Those I feel like they're just there to sell you stuff and collect your emails. But if wherever you got a deal, if you're here in Chattanooga, there's 3 or 4 groups you can just do a quick search in Facebook. Usually we look for, we'll search like Cleveland RIA, Cleveland investors, Cleveland cash buyers, something like that. You got to search it a couple different ways, and you'll probably figure out what those groups are and who's in them. And that's where you want to be posting and engaging with the people in that market, right? So post your deals to Facebook. We send out ringless voicemails to buyers. Not everybody wants to do that. We do. It's very targeted. These are people that have opted into our list, and it's a very simple ringless voicemail. Hey, this is David. I've got a hot new property in your area. Looks like something you've bought before. If you're still looking for investment properties and need something to close on quick, give me a call. This one's screaming cheap. Simple, all right? The other thing is, as you're collecting these emails, these phone numbers, the contact for all your buyers, call them. Right? Call them when you get a new deal. If you're just in your own local market, you should have a list of these things. And again, store every person who calls you. If you haven't been, start that today. If you're in a new market where you don't have a buyer's list already, go out, search for cash buyers around your property and skip trace them and just call them, right? We probably sell 70% of our deals that way. The reason that we've got this list of all the things to do is so that you're not just sitting there doing one thing, posting it to Craigslist or something, and then waiting on somebody to call you. You have to be proactive. You have to go out and work to sell these deals. So call your buyers. Speaking of Craigslist, post your deal there. I'm telling you, people think it's an old school, platform or whatever it is, but we sell at least one deal a month off of Craigslist, right? Because there's a lot of old guys like me that still go on there and search for deals because that's how we've done it for 20 years. So Craigslist still hits. Definitely be posting there. Bandit signs around the property. There's a reason bandit signs, people do them. It's because they work. Something very simple, dirt cheap house for sale, must sell today, $40K under market, put your phone number. I promise you your phone will just melt. When you're going out and doing that though, put them in high traffic areas, right? So Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot. Think about this. Where are the most people at? Because your bandit sign's only going to last for so long before code enforcement or the landscapers pick it up. So, main intersections, what's the busiest part of town? Put it there. Also, you should be putting 20 or 25 of these out. So you put them in the high volume areas, but then wherever your house is, at all the intersections around that house, you should have a bandit sign. If you want to be really good, you can put some arrows on it so that somebody who's driving by goes, oh, house for sale. Let me follow that arrow, and then maybe another arrow till you get to the property. Don't do the arrows if it's an owner-occupied property or if it's tenants in there, because what's going to happen is they're going to go bother your tenants, and that's going to mess up your deal. So if you get through all of that and you still can't sell your deal, what we will do sometimes is we'll text blast local agents, right? So here in our town, I know who the agents are, but if I'm working in Peoria, Illinois, it's very simple to go to realtor.com, pull a list of local buyers agents, right? You don't want listing agents. Those are usually the inexperienced people, but buyers agents, and you can shoot them a message that says something very simple like, hey, I've got an off-market property that I'm looking to move. Do you have any cash buyers that are looking for, a 3-bedroom in Peoria? If so, I'd love to work with you. Something very simple that will get your phone to ring. It won't ring as much as the regular cash buyers, but it will do that. You can also call them and do the very same thing. The last thing we do is we send out postcards, right? So when we're in a new market, let's say we went to Charlotte, and we're going to pull that list of buyers that we're going to text blast, RBM, cold call. We'll also take that list and we'll mail them a postcard. So in PropStream, which is what we use, there is a spot where you can create your own template for a postcard, and we've got just a template, and all we do is change out the front picture, and the phone number pushes them to give us a call. So that works as well. Not as good as cold calling people, but you want to do everything because you never know what's going to hit. So that's it. Really quick. Just wanted to jump on here, and that's kind of a question that we get all the time: is how do we sell so many deals? And those are your top 10 ways. And what I'll do is I'll post this document underneath or in this post someplace, and hopefully that'll help. Have a good day.